Hey, baby. Hope we're all well and lit. Happy, what's the day today? Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Get started in a moment. Yeah, it's been some decent moves. Been some very decent moves across the market, across cryptocurrency markets. I'll get started in uno momento. Hope everyone is blessed. We'll get started in one moment. Let me just let people know we're live. Okie dokie, where are we? So today, just when we get started, literally in a moment, I'm just going to say, well, the title of this one today is Bitcoin Buy Trap. Is it a buy trap? We will take a look now. Let me just let people know we are live. Okay. Hope everyone's day started well anyway, wherever you are in the world. Latest stream link. Okay. People know on there. Just give me 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds, please. Okay. Story. Link. YouTube. All right, let's get it cracking. Happy Tuesday, as I said, guys. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone is feeling blessed. There's been quite a few price developments and a couple of stories that I want to know, actually. So let me just share my screen. Just get this up. So I'm tracking. Okay, share screen. Bosh. Bada boom. Bang. All right. You see the first thing that I've got up here. Hey, Aaron. Hope you're well, buddy. Happy Tuesday, bro. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, look, I want to start off with XRP because that was really the big mover. Now, remember, obviously, across the board, I explained, the breakouts that we had with Bitcoin and obviously the rest of the peers following suit as well. I'm just making sure I'm still live. Yeah, okay. That scared me then. I thought we'd crashed. Yeah, so we saw a decent breakout across the board. Now, XRP really advanced. We jumped, if you look here, over the last sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, sort of 5 days, we've gained over 40%. That's huge in comparison to a lot of its peers. Now, let's just quickly just take a look as to why. And then I want to show you something technically. It's key that we look technically as well, because how fundamentals of news and the technicals just seem to go hand in hand beautifully. So if we start off here, XRP. Okay, this is being reported in Cointelegraph. It's across the board anyways. They're not the only news wire running this. This is just being across the board. So for anyone that doesn't know, right now, there's been a case. I think, let's see, when did XRP really get whacked on this case? At some point in when was it? I can't remember the specific date, guys. But basically, XRP has been absolutely abused. Well, at one point it was. Obviously, we balanced out a little bit. But we're largely abused in terms of the price because there's an SEC case hearing versus Ripple. Okay, so the US SEC had a case against Ripple, the company, and in regards to XRP, obviously the native token, and as to whether that is classed or should be classified as a security. So it's this ongoing court case, and it forced XRP previously to get to force massive selling, big dumping, and it panicked. People panicked. I know a lot of my friends, people that are not fully into sort of cryptocurrency, but diving in, and I'm sure a lot of other people, not sheep, but just people panicking, would have sold as well at that time. Okay, because it's like, oh my goodness, what's happening? Is it zero? Is it going to go to zero? People are thinking it's going to go to zero XRP because of this court case. But anyway, let's just get to the details. Right now, we've got a positive update for the XRP army, XRP army. So it's risen amid some positive sentiment around the case. Basically, the Judge Torres, and Alicia Torres, has granted certain permissions for Ripple to respond to the SEC's memorandum of law in support of the motion of strike fair notice defense. Obviously, this is all legal and technical terms, but the XRP community and just the market in general are deeming this as positive update. So that's why, my friends, XRP has seen a nice rally. It's just, at the end of the day, it's optimism. It sparks some optimism. Maybe Ripple could have a real strong footing or a stand in this, highly frustrating case, I can imagine, for everybody, because it's been going on for a long time now. All right. So if we look technically at XRP, just a moment, you can see anyway, we've run into some resistance in a run up to, let me just adjust this zone a little bit here, to be fair. So it's just approaching sort of $1. We could even go all the way up here, really. I could make that zone a little bit bigger. But resistance running from sort of 90 up towards $1, that 10 cents range. Now, I want to show you what happened technically. It's really beautiful. So you see how we're ranging here. Okay. Range. We're bottoming out. Okay. The price bottomed out. And you can see where upside was capped at around, say, 64 cents. Just where we wicked here, This is, bear in mind, technical analysis, as I always say, is always subjective, right? Because we could put the top part of the range down here. But I had this zone marked up anyway. All right. So if you look, we broke out. You see this breakout, and then look at this wick. Not yesterday, a couple of days ago, we retested that. You see on that support line there? We retested that and then extended to the upside. That was the market's way, or the price's way, of confirming, okay, we've broken above resistance now. You down there, you're now my support. You're my, my trampoline, somewhere I'm going to jump on and use it and extend to the upside. So that's exactly what we saw. Now, this is what excited me even more, is if you broke this down on a 4-hour chart, you would have spotted this flag structure. We're always talking about flags, aren't we? You would have spotted this flag structure, consolidation after this breakout here, consolidation, and then boom, a nice extension to the upside, and obviously playing out really, really nicely to the flag structure there, and obviously dwarfing the potential targets. The potential targets, where I always say, is for the pole, okay, of this, and we very much well and truly achieved that. So nice big rally there, but we're obviously pulling back. We're getting some near-term profit taking after these big advances across the board. So XRP, if you look on a daily, obviously we're going to go and take a look at Bitcoin in a moment. But if you look on a daily, keep an eye on today, okay? Because obviously we've run into resistance. But are we going to form a potential reversal doji at the top of this trend of this push to the upside, and then see a near-term need to pull back? Probably. Let's look left a minute. Look what happened before. See, we had a surge to the upside, not as big as this one here, but we had a surge to the upside, and look, we just pulled back a little bit, come back to sort of 75 cents area, and find support and extend to the upside. It's just working zone to zone. Again, here, look at that breakout. Then we pull back into this zone and then extended to the upside. And obviously I can mark up another zone up here. Control C, Control V. Okay, you see there, another area of resistance into 120, but that's just, my friends, working zone to zone. So we may need to pull back in towards 75 cents before extending to the upside, but real bullish news there for XRP. I just want to go to another story. This being picked up in FX Street. FX Street, obviously FX, but they do post some crypto stuff as well. I know the guys there very well. So anyway, this is positive. KPMG, one of the big four professional sort of consultancy, accountancy firms. This is massive. KPMG Canada has added Bitcoin and Ethereum to its treasury. Okay, so they've added Bitcoin and Ethereum to its balance sheet. They now believe that the institutional adoption for cryptocurrency is going to continue to grow. Bitcoin and Ethereum are steadily recovering following their massive dips in January. All right, I didn't need to read that, but this is huge. Okay, this is big as well. We've got one of the massive accountancy or consultancy firms now putting Bitcoin and Ethereum to its treasury and its balance sheet. That's incredible. So this is obviously good for market sentiment as well. By the way, this is what I was talking about yesterday. What I was saying about North Korea, how they're funding their missile program through stolen crypto. See, look, this is according to the UN report. So that's official. This guy's sicko. Wow. Let's go over to Bitcoin. Yesterday, I pointed out, look at all these arrows. So yesterday, I pointed out, didn't I, on a stream, potential scenarios. Okay, so if we just break down so remember we went over this pennant, we extended that to the upside, and then we had this flag, which nicely hit targets as well. I did spot something late yesterday as well. And this was another flag here. But then obviously, look, you can see we ran into some resistance at that psychological 45K mark. Now, what did I explain yesterday? Okay, obviously this target's hit. Nice, beautiful. Oh, sorry, my big, fat, chunky fingers. So what did I explain yesterday? I said, if you look left here, we know this is a big area of resistance, okay? Around this sort of 43K mark. I noted that, this zone here. 43 to 44K. Look left, you see? And we go further. This was previous support. You know, it's an area that's not going to be easy to break down. Now, we have to be careful with this. So this is the arrow that I marked up. I said the breakout, didn't I? Look at this arrow. You see that, guys? And I said this retest. Now, are we retesting this? Is this the buyer's trap? Is this what I mean? So people getting sucked in. Okay, yes, we've just had a big push to the upside. Let's buy. And then what happens, we sort of fake out above this area and we suck back and come retest this channel, basically. Remember us noted this channel where the price been contained since November. See all these, remember that it's been valid since November. And obviously we broke out to the upside. So I said yesterday, with all these arrows, the scenario, we retest now. If this holds today, we fly and we go and challenge this neckline. Remember of this head and shoulders, all right? Right now, obviously, we're pulling back. This is the retest. So keep an eye on this with me, guys. I don't think I'm gonna have time to just sit on this stream until obviously this retest, but we are retesting it right now. If I go on a 30 minutes, I wonder if look at this as well. See, this support breach on the 30-minute, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and look what we did as well. This is what I mean about near-term opportunity. If you're able to spot them and hawk them, I'm not saying sit in front of your computer all day, but look what we did on lower time frames. I don't really drop down to 15 minutes, but how I just said, we had this left shoulder, we had this head, we had this right shoulder, and look, double confluence here is this pennant forming, and we broke out of that and made way for some downside. So we're going to go and retest this around sort of 43,500 before further potentially moving deeper in this zone. So I'm keeping an eye at the moment, as I say, on this retest, 43K. This is the scenario. Okay, we drop through, come all the way back down towards sort of 35K, maybe 40 first. But a retest of this channel, this descending trend line. All right. I hope that's clear. If we just go over to Ethereum, we went over this as well yesterday, didn't we? So I said we had this flag again. Just zoom it. Just want to zoom right in. Had this flag here. Nice little breakout retest and an extension to the upside. Now, you see this is the neckline, remember, of the head and shoulder structure. This is the neckline now. We're going for a big retest. Remember here? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Now we're going for this big retest. Okay. Again, is this a bias trap or is this a fake out? You know, faking out above that neckline to come back down or just rejecting? It's possible. It's possible. All right. But this area, if this doesn't hold today, we're going to reverse. Okay. All this upside, we're going to come all the way back down. So we'll just keep an eye on this. This is the retest I'm talking about now. We must find demand here or we're pulling all the way back. What are we down today at the moment? We're down about 2.5% according to TradingView. It's one. Yeah, look. Let's just see a minute. Yeah, nothing to sort of massively note technically there right now. Just want to see if this holds. If it holds, Ethereum's going to fly as well, guys. But look at the daily. It's a bit worrying potentially right now, that candlestick. Because what we could form, evening star or potential sort of shooting star, which would see a reversal, right? Just like up here. See, like this is what I'm talking about. See that sort of candlestick there? You get the point anyway. I'm sure you're aware of what I'm looking at. And then just if you look left, we've got obviously all this to break down. This former high area here. So we're just like Bitcoin, that's where we're running into some resistance, you know, sort of former high area. We're just trying to break down and just establish whether this is going to be a fake out and we're going to inject or if we're going to hold and then fly. Okay. Just spoke about XRP, didn't I? Let's just keep an eye on this Bitcoin. Just want to see. Sorry, guys, I'm just stop speaking for the moment. I'm just, I wanted to mark up like a Fibonacci from this swing low down to the swing high and just see potential areas of where So when I'm looking at Fibonacci's, by the way, guys, like obviously from the latest swings, the swing low area to the swing high, these are the three that I'm looking at. I'm looking at, are we going to catch support at the 38.2%, on the 50%, or the 61.8%? So it's these three that I'm looking at, these areas, to then establish where the price is potentially going to bounce and then resume that momentum to the upside. So those are the regions that I'm looking at. BTC seems to be a deviation, swing failure pattern. Perhaps, buddy. As I say, this is what I'm just watching right now. Just this zone. If it gives way, if it comes back, it's fantastic. Anyway, if it pulls all the way back, this is great. 40K first support. So up here first, 43K, then 40, and then back down to sort of 38,000. All right, is what I'm watching. Ethereum, obviously, I just spoke about. I don't think we just missed some of the moves in terms of this downside. Otherwise, we could have sort of covered these live, but no trade idea there right now. What else is down? Everything's in the red, as you can see here. My precious dot, same as Ethereum. Look at that coming. And this is what I mean when I say, and I always say it, I'm not just making this up. This is clear, right? Look, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. Look at that neckline. All I've done, just extended the trend line there, extended. Look, it's not magic, guys. It's beautiful when it just makes sense technically like that. And look, we've just getting rejections now. Bit of a potential sort of evening star, potential shooting star here, engulfing yesterday's candlestick. Does look a little bit bearish there. We'll have to see what happens if we do close. If we do reject like this, it's coming all the way back down, and we'll just see that across the board with everything. You know, just you could mark up a bit of a flag here, there or thereabouts. Just this consolidation. So yeah, maybe all of this upside was just really short lived. It looks like to me at the moment. Just going back to Ethereum. So obviously, if this doesn't hold, we're coming all the way back down, guys. Okay, so we'll come all the way back down and probably just, well, probably come all the way back down to this demand region here. To be honest, I was always a little bit skeptical with upside this month. I'll tell you why. I just want to show you quickly, guys, the monthlies. So you see the monthlies here, just a little bit worrying. It's because we still got these wicks. I just wonder, are we going to need to fill these wicks and then come down to this big support area? Remember this big demand zone for Ethereum around sort of 19 towards 1700. Same with Bitcoin. Obviously, this has an opportunity to be a potential reversal candlestick, maybe, but we could still come down and just sort of need to fill this wick as well. You know, it's a sort of a thing across the board, really. There or thereabouts. Same there with DOT. All right. Let's just check out Bitcoin again. Really picking up some momentum to the downside now. Just want to see this retest. Probably might not even get a retest here. If we just measure this, just want to. This is what I'm doing when I'm doing head and shoulders. Just go to the head, to the neckline. And then I like to see that equivalent move to the downside. But it's too late to get in on shorts. Really, you want to get in shorts up here, you know, anticipation of a breakout. It's close to the upper acting trend line of that pennant. Stops, I always leave a bit of breathing room above. And then, you know, looking for that breakout to the south. This doesn't look like it's gonna retest. It's really picking up some momentum south. Just going back. So yeah, I mean, could be. It does look like it's going to be a fake out, guys. Sorry, my Bitcoin bulls and my Bitcoin brothers and sisters. Let's see today. What else is happening? It just means a good thing it just means bargains are still there, guys. So if obviously it's I know January is quite a tough month for people in general, right? We've got obviously after the Xmas festive period, and then obviously we've got bills to pay out of our bums in January, and then obviously, you know, we need to sort out things in February. So maybe this gives us everyone an opportunity, you know, get finances together, get some cash and capital, let these pullbacks happen, and then we buy physical holdings. So it always presents opportunity. I never get disheartened when we see this downside because obviously we try and take advantage of it anyway on the near term with these on a speculative basis. XRP still up, so this presents an opportunity to me. Okay, let me give you something here. Okay, I'm going to give you, let's look at a potential trade here, 30-minute. Because XRP is still up. You see XRP, obviously I explained fundamentally, we're still up today, 0.7%, 0.5%, whatever. So it presents an opportunity for me in the basis of profit taking, but then just falling in line with the rest of this market. We're down quite heavily, you know, a lot of red there. And it just looks like on the hourly, if I just show you, you see here just a very sort of near-term range sort of breaking out of. You see we're just breaking out of that now. So maybe obviously that does fall in line with what I said about coming for that pullback towards sort of 75 cents. Okay. Don't take my head off, XRP Army. No, you guys are like, you're brutal, man. I remember I did one video like years ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I did a video. Bear in mind, I was an XRP holder then. I was an XRP holder. I'm not a holder right now. I don't have any holdings. I will look to hold XRP soon come once there's a bit of clarity around this case, because the future for XRP is massive. Banks are going to be using it so long as we can get this situation clarified around this, whether it's being security or whatever. But I can't remember what my point was. Yeah, I was doing a video and I said XRP is useless, but it was just a clickbait headline. I'll be honest with that. It's a clickbait headline, and the Ripple XRP army, because you guys, man, you're beasts. The army is strong. I like it, but they were calling me hobo and homeless for some reason. I don't know why. They said, "Who is this homeless guy?" But I found it quite funny, to be fair. I take comments with a pinch of salt, especially in the crypto community, because guys are just die hard. So yeah, keep an eye on this. I think we're going to go for a little retest here. Perhaps we get a little retest and we can get some entries on this retest around 85 cents for XRP, for anyone wants to speculate on that. Would you consider, sorry, I'm just checking some of the comments now. Would you consider 44.5K, 44,500, potential right shoulder too? That's what I was looking at. Shorts around there, but too bearish right now. Let me come back to XRP because we're just monitoring that retest anyway. So around 44,500. Oh, Aaron, were you talking about this near term head and shoulders one here? This one that I marked up, this left shoulder, head, right shoulder here. About 44,500. Oh, I see what you mean. Maybe if I mark this like this. Maybe sort of, is that what you're looking at, like around there? But yeah, I guess so. If that's what you're talking about, around this region, just watch this retest here. It's what we could see. This is a particular, let's watch this now. Could get rejections anywhere within this, in the proximity, but I don't know if it's going to give me my RR on this trade. Stops, I was just a little bit of breathing room above there. Oh yeah, we're going to get our, just shy of twos. And this is what I'll be looking at. Just shy of twos. I mean, it's still worthy. Okay. Yeah, short term around 44,500. 44,300. Oh, I mean, yeah, that seems quite high for me, buddy. Oh, what? It'd be interesting to see what you're looking at there. I'm guessing you're looking up this head and shoulders. Sorry, buddy. I've lost it. I've lost what you're looking at. Sorry, Aaron. You'll have to send it to me, and I'll check it out. Send it to me on Instagram. But this is what I'm seeing right now. Sort of left shoulder here, head, right shoulder, and that pennant. So just watch this retest. Maybe we get rejections around this 43,500 area. Stops just above, and then looking for targets to the downside at 42,500. XRP, just quickly going back to XRP. Just watch this retest here. Around 85 cents. Okay, can you see? Just look. So just so you know my thinking when I'm doing things. Look, you see this resistance here. Breakout retest. Okay, this is a level. This is confirmed. 85 cents. Look, held. So watch this retest now. Here. Okay. Stops just a little bit of breathing room above, and then targets to the downside. Expect this to come all the way down. To be honest, let's not be conservative. We can expect that to come all the way towards sort of 76.50. Okay. Yeah, so watch this retest around 85 cents, okay? Looks good. Looks good. What else? That's it really at the moment. This is just blood. Blood right now. What else you saying? We could go down to, like you were saying, but it could also be just that we retested the 100 EMA on the hourly and are going to get further continuations. Possible, buddy. Ms. Reg, I mean, there's big retests across the board right now. There's big retests across the board. So we'll just keep an eye. For me, obviously, I hope that it is just a retest before a continuation. But right now, saying a little bit otherwise, just right now. But let's keep an eye. Other than that, guys, that's everything that I'm looking out for. So just watching that trade there on XRP and a retest of 85 cents, potential rejections, and BTC with this sort of very near-term head and shoulder structure, but obviously looking really bearish. Sort of an evening star there, bearish closure below on that following 4 hour, and obviously right now we're just extending to the downside, and then we want to keep an eye on this area here, about 42.5K. As I say, if this doesn't hold, we're coming all the way back down, okay, towards sort of 38K, in my opinion. Looks scary, man. What looks scary? Xavier, tell me, what looks scary, bro? Don't say this. Looks scary, man. That tickled me. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope everyone is well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Obviously, we should be back tomorrow.